Hey everyone, it's the second Scientist Say, and welcome to today's Shocktober video. So, I know I said there'd be something different today. I still need more time to edit it. So it's going to be tomorrow's video, and that really should be the case. And I feel like, actually, as I was thinking about it, it's far more appropriate to come out on a Saturday anyway, given the content of the video. So with that said, I don't have a lot of time to record today. Let's do some Dekker. And yes, there should be some videos featuring the Tesla in the final week of Shocktober. Our schedules have just not been lining up, and you know, we're making do as we can. I mean, granted, I usually do the stuff on the YouTube channel mostly anyway, but it is supposed to be our channel, and we do stuff together as much as we can. It just hasn't been that great an opportunity lately. All right, let's continue.
At midnight each day.
So. Oh yeah, I wanted to point out something before I... So, yeah, it says, Doctor, you don't give up easily. Your patients like you. That's weird. That's different from what it was saying before. Also, I noticed we've only found 251 responses out of... Or, we found 88, rather, out of 251 responses. That's not great. I assume that's for the act, not overall. So, I don't know. We're going to go through Elin today, and then we're going to try and get some other responses out of our patients. In fact, I think we will talk to Lacey and Jasmine, who we haven't even talked to at all yet. So, but let's get Elin out of the way here. Hello.
I haven't had a great day, to be honest.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Someone accused me of stealing from my patients, which I would never do. Plus, Hilda's getting worse.
Getting worse, you say?
I don't know. Sorry.
Oh. I'm getting too liberal with my answers here. Getting worse?
No. That's not a question for me.
I guess I have to specifically ask about her. I'm gonna get on my... Someone accused you of stealing.
I don't really have anything to tell you about that.
Okay, what keywords am I missing
here? I haven't had
here?
a great day, to be honest.
I'm not having a great day with this game so far.
Which I would never do. Plus, Hilda's getting worse.
Yeah, so specifically I have to ask about Hilda. We'll get to that in a second. Accused you of stealing.
I don't know. Are you happy, Doctor?
It's interesting because I just said I'm not having a good day with this game. Yes, I'm happy.
You seem happy. You have a very positive energy.
Who accused you of stealing?
Of course, it was Terry that accused me of stealing. One of the other nurses. She's actually trying to make out that I'm some kind of HSK.
HSK?
Healthcare serial killer.
Hmm.
You know, like those nurses that kill loads of their patients.
You do seem like you are.
Anyway, because a few of my patients have died on me, and some of those patients have given me gifts, Terry thinks it means that I've been killing them off.
Have you?
I'm not sure about that.
Have you been killing your patients?
I think we've got a bit off track. Maybe you should check your notes.
Alright then. Tell me about Hilda.
Hilda's the one I mentioned in our last session.
Yes.
She's dying. I can tell. I need to see her before it's too late.
Do you know she's dying?
I can sense it, you know? It's like when you're outside and there's a sudden change in the light or the air feels different and you know it's going to rain. It's like that. I always know when one of my patients is fading, even before the doctors know. Their energy changes. It sounds silly when I put it into words. I sound like my mum.
Like your mum?
My mum's a nightmare. I said she was into all this new age stuff, right? So she thinks she can tell me what I should be doing all the time because she got a message from her spirit guide that said I'm not eating well, or I'm not getting enough sleep, or I'm not looking after my inner moonbeam or whatever. It drives me nuts. But she's my mum. I love her, so I have to take it.
Before it's... Okay, going back to the Hilda line of questioning. Before it's too late.
To help her finish her unfinished business. People who are dying always have things they wish they could do before they go. We leave a lot of loose ends in our lives. We're very messy that way. To help her finish her unfinished business. People who are... Hilda wants to see her daughter. She's in Australia, so I'm going to have to use my talent.
Your talent?
I can change my skin.
Oh boy.
I can turn into a patient's loved one. I just hold their hand and ask them to imagine that the person they want to see is sitting right here next to them, and I become them. It's how I help them move on. That's how I comfort them.
Well, I thought she was crazy because she's probably killing her patients. Now she's probably just crazy. Can you show me your talent? Damn. I want to see if she would demonstrate it for me, and like if she actually would change into somebody else, like just to really fuck with me right now.
I can change my skin. What I look like. I can turn into a patient's loved one. I just hold their hand and ask them to imagine that the person they want to see is sitting right here next to them, and I become them. It's how I help them move on. That's how I comfort them.
Comfort them?
I only shift at work to help my patients. I don't have any interest in using it as a party trick or to deceive anyone.
Deceive anyone?
I don't think I'm deceiving my patients when I shift. I'm helping them.
Helping them?
I feel like you're asking me questions about something I don't know anything about.
How do you know you have this talent? When did you discover this talent? Damn it. Alright, let's take a hint. Oh. Yes, of course, I haven't even asked her about Valentine's Day yet. Where were you on Valentine's Day?
Actually, I had a hot date. It wasn't anything serious,
Ooh.
just some guy I know.
Dish.
It was a nice date, different to what I'm used to.
Different.
That's not really important. Ask me something else.
I would say it is important. How was it different?
Sorry, no.
Different than what you were used to?
It was very traditional, old-fashioned, you know? Dinner at a nice restaurant. Then we went for a little walk along the pier. Held hands, had a bit of a kiss. Then he called a cab and I went home, alone.
Well, it was hot for a bit.
It was very traditional, old-fashioned, you know? Dinner at a nice restaurant. Then we went for a little walk along the pier. Held hands, had a bit of a kiss. Then he called a cab and I went home, alone.
Cab?
I think it was about 11 when I left Max. I'm sure you could check with the taxi company if you really wanted to, if you think I need an alibi.
I have a note. Yes, I think she should. I agree. Says maybe Jaya should check Elin's alibi with the taxi company. Let's go ask Jaya to do that now. Can you check Elin's alibi?
I don't know about that, Doctor.
Can you call the cab company?
One step ahead of you, boss. Elin was picked up from the pier
Nice.
just after 11 p.m. There is no way she could have got from there to here in an hour.
Interesting, okay. So it seems Elin's alibi is checking out. Actually, how far is it to the pier? How you spell it, or is it?
I can't help you with that, sorry.
Okay, we'll come back to that. Just curious. Okay, moving right along. Your alibi checks out.
Sorry, no.
Alright, let's take a hint. What did they accuse you of stealing?
This? Well, it started with this. It's a locket. Alice, one of my patients, gave it to me before she died.
Got more notes. Elin accused of stealing, said it started with the locket. Yes. What else have your patients given you?
I have a few other things. A watch, a ring. One patient gave me a little china bird. They're not valuable, just trinkets, really.
What's in the locket?
I think we've got a bit off track. Maybe you should check your notes. I have a few other things. A watch, a ring. One patient gave me a little china bird. They're not valuable, just trinkets, really.
trinkets.
Strictly speaking, all of the patient's belongings should be passed on to family members after they die. But Alice's son never visited. He didn't care about his mum. Why would he care about some worthless piece of jewellery? It just doesn't feel right to me. What do you think, Doctor? Am I wrong to keep the locket?
I mean, ethically speaking, kind of, yeah. But I mean, I get her point of view at the same time. It's like, it was a gift from the patient, who may not be right in the head, though. If it was a gift...
I feel like you're asking me questions about something I don't know anything about.
Not necessarily. If it was a gift. That's probably two.
That's not really important.
Yeah.
Ask me something else.
Yeah.
I don't really have anything to tell you about that.
Alright, how do they want me to
Strictly
phrase it?
speaking, all of the patient's belongings should be passed on to family members after they die. But Alice's son never visited. He didn't care about his mum. Why would he care about some worthless piece of jewellery? It just doesn't feel right to me. What do you think, Doctor? Am I wrong to keep the locket?
I was looking at something on the locket and I wasn't paying attention to the subtitles and I completely missed the highlighted word, so excuse me as we go through that again.
All of the patient's belongings should be passed on to family members after they die. But Alice's son never visited. He didn't care about his mum. Why would he care about some worthless piece of jewellery? It just doesn't feel right to me. What do you think, Doctor? Am I wrong to keep the locket?
Okay, yeah. It's that she's specifically asking whether or not she's wrong. Damn. I really want to be able to give a sort of either way answer here, because it's like, if the locket has no sentimental value to the family or isn't valuable, then I don't see anything wrong with it. But if it's something that the family would want, you know. Oh, fucking. No, you're not wrong.
Thank you, Doctor. That makes me feel much better. I shouldn't let what Terry says bother me so much.
Alright, what do we still have anything important on? Looks like we've got all the important, but there's still conversations. She's still red.
I'm not sure about that.
Oh, whoops. I said help instead of hint. Can you tell me anything else about Dekker?
Yes, I had a session with Dr. Dekker on Valentine's Day. 3 o'clock.
Oh, I should have asked about that, that's right.
Just a few hours later, he was...
I'm not keeping track
I
of...
still can't get over it.
Okay, so that was the end of her there. We're about 20 minutes. And we can now continue on to the next act. I'm not going to do that yet, though, because we haven't talked to either of these two. I'm not going to go a whole lot longer, but I'm going to find out who these two are, because... In fact, before I even talk to them, I'm going to go to Jaya. What do you know about Jasmine?
I'm not trying to hide anything. I just don't know.
Okay. So she didn't seem to... I'm just going to say Jasmine.
It's very interesting that you asked me that. It's not something I can answer, though.
Okay, she doesn't seem to know anything about these two. Hello.
I'm Jasmine. I don't come in that often. What happened to Dr. Dekker?
Dr. Dekker is dead.
Oh. When? How? Sorry, you probably don't know, do you?
I should tell Jasmine that Dr. Dekker was stabbed. Not sure that I should do that, but he was stabbed.
Ouch. I didn't really know him that well. I'm trying to remember what I was doing on Valentine's Day now.
I never said he was killed on Valentine's Day.
We had a display in the gallery based on Love Conquers All, so I had to work. Mainly it was a collection of giant hearts sat on things, but I ran into another patient, Bryce. I'd never really spoken with him before, but he's quite an art critic. I couldn't get rid of him until I finished work at 11. There's actually another guy who takes over on the night shift. I'm not sure if he kept talking to Bryce though. Providence is open 24 hours.
Interesting. So Bryce, presumably this Bryce, went into wherever she works. Where do you work?
I don't really know what you mean.
How is that question not straightforward? Alright.
We had a display in the gallery based on
I wanted to
Love
ask about the
Conquers All,
gallery.
so I had to work. Mainly it was a collection of giant hearts sat on things, but I ran into another patient.
Oh, she
Bryce.
did say another patient, so yeah.
I'd never really spoken with him before, but he's quite an art critic. I couldn't get rid of him until I finished work at 11. There's actually another guy who takes over on the night shift. I'm not sure if he kept talking to Bryce though. Providence is open 24 hours.
Gallery?
No, sorry.
Okay. Tell me about Bryce.
There's not much to tell. I knew he was a patient here. I'd seen him in the waiting room a couple of times. He likes art and talking and looking down here instead of up here.
Terrible, terrible person. Is he mentioned the extra hour.
I don't really have anything to say about that.
What were you seeing Dekker for? About Dekker.
He was shy, and then less so. When I told him about my problem, he told me to set fire to it.
Interesting. Your problem?
When you see a painting, it stands still. When I see one, it's moving, like a mini film, like little vines. But when there's a person in the painting,
A person?
they watch me, normally disapprovingly.
Huh. Darwin, if you're watching this, that specifically reminds me of the whole Cabin in the Woods creepypasta. You know the one I'm talking about. We should see if we could film that one somehow, as much as that's going to freak you the fuck out. Okay. Where are we time-wise? Yeah, we're just about where I want to wrap up. We're not done here. Disapprovingly?
Because they don't think I know how to appreciate art, because I'm too young. Yes, of course. Otherwise, I wouldn't be working in an art gallery. I love art. I love paintings. Like I said, they move for me.
Interesting.
When you see a painting, it stands still. When I see one, it's moving. Like a mini film, like little vines. But when there's a person in the painting,
What about the ink blots behind you?
beats me.
Let's take a hint. Oh, how do the paintings move?
When I want them to, normally. When I want to really get inside what's going on. But some paintings, I can't stop.
Can't stop.
I've been working on portraits, at home, outside work. But my paintings aren't so good. Nowhere near Providence standard. I painted a man, Dorian. You know, after Dorian Gray.
Even though I know what she speaks of. Dorian Gray?
I wanted to try and capture someone aging, so I divided the face into thirds and painted a boy, his father, and his grandfather in each third. It was hideous. And it started talking to me.
Talking to you?
That I'm ugly. That I have no talent. Nothing will become of me. Is that true, Doctor?
No, not at all.
I really don't know. Sorry.
No, it's not true.
I hear it so many times with that wretched painting. It's in my head. But thank you.
Dekker told you to burn it? Oh, we have notes. Should ask Jasmine how she felt about Dekker. I will do that as soon as I submit. Okay. How did you feel about Dr. Dekker? About Dekker. Shit.
He was shy. And then less so.
I guess I have to. He told you to set fire to it?
Yeah, he could have been more specific. I tried to set fire to Providence. At that time, I thought the only way to fix my problem was to set fire to the entire art gallery. Several paintings didn't make it. Luckily, my boss didn't press charges. The police did arrest me, though.
Arrested you?
My boss, Petra, she's just lovely like that. Providence has gone through some tough times, and I've only been there a year. She invested her life savings, and it's still not making any money. Such a sweet lady. You'd do anything for her.
Tell me about Providence.
Who told you to ask that? I honestly don't know. My boss, Petra, she's just lovely like that. Providence has gone through some tough times, and I've only been there a year. She invested her life savings, and it's still not making any money.
Not making money?
No. Why are you saying that? I don't even know if Petra has insurance.
But I didn't say anything about insurance. Ah. Oop. Was Dorian destroyed?
I already ripped up the painting. It screamed as I cut it. And now whenever I close my eyes, I can see it, hear it. I need the tablets, Doctor. I need them.
Tablets.
The temazepam? The sleeping tablets. The ones you gave me last time.
The ones I gave you?
Nope.
Last time?
Dr. Dekker gave them to me.
Oh, okay.
They helped. I know it's in my head. I know paintings can't talk. What's wrong with me, Doctor? Why do I do this?
Boy, I'm running over, but I really don't want to stop. This episode might go a little long, guys.
Dr. Dekker gave them to me. They helped. I know it's in my head. I know paintings can't talk. What's wrong with me, Doctor? Why do I do this?
You do it because you're crazy. In your head.
Thank you, Doctor. I'll think about that. And the prescription, please?
Nah, you're reaching for pills. Okay, I'm gonna add to the notes because I'm gonna have to wrap up here. Jasmine asked why she does this in the most recent question. Answer? Also might be a pill junkie. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to wrap this one up. I'm sorry to leave it at when things just seem like they're getting good. But I like to not have these episodes be too long. I still have to edit and upload and go to bed. So that'll be it for today. Expect the special video I've been laboring over tomorrow. There'll be something different Sunday. And then maybe Monday we'll come back to Dekker if I don't have something queued up with the Tesla. So, yeah, thank you for joining me on this one, and until next time, you stay classy, than that.